So almost there. One major piece and your work under supervision to do, and this is the major piece. I just thought I'd give you a heads up so you knew what you were going to be doing as the last major piece of writing for us. This is a 1,000 word as always, and it is a report. We are looking at this. You choose 2 print advertisements from similar products from 2 different magazines with different target audiences, and you're going to analyze and compare them against these, and then write a report comparing the features and conventions of the advertisements. Now, I will do another of these files to tell you exactly what to do, to remind you that's exactly what to do when Jess and I have finished teaching it to you, but it's really, really important that you get this first. It is to print advertisements. So the answer is no, you can't do internet, no, you can't do newspaper, no, you can't do radio. It is print advertisements. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, it's from 2 different magazines, which is why I'm giving you the warning about this now, so you can start looking, and in a second I'll show you what I mean. But the magazines must have different target audiences. You've been working a lot recently with your folio, I would hope, looking at how the speech was constructed to suit the purpose and the needs of the audience. So you'll understand a bit about target audiences by now with any luck. Why have we put different target audiences? So that you've got something to write about, something to comment on. So you will need to look at magazines with different target audiences. So no, you can't do Dolly and 16 because they have similar target audience. Okay, so here on the main page you will see there are lots and lots of files to support you, and exemplars and hints and such like. There's mention down here of a program called the Gruen Transfer. The Gruen Transfer was the original program about advertising, and it's on Hush Hush the ABC, and it's coming back. I'm on their Facebook page, and Gruen Transfer is returning, so you will be able to have a look at the program because it talks about advertising. Some of you may be doing media, in which case you will know about advertising. This is looking at it from a very specific lens, so we need to get it certain that you understand. So what do I mean by 2 different magazines? Well, it's similar product, not the same product. I'll tell you a story. One of my year 12s 2 or 3 years ago was an engineer in the RAAF, and he was doing English so that he could become an officer. He was interested in planes, funnily enough, and he found an advertisement for a plane. I didn't realise that there is a magazine for people who are interested in fighter planes and Air Force planes, and a magazine for people about business jets. So he was able to find an advertisement, and this is the true story, for a fighter plane and an advertisement for a business jet. Maybe going a bit extreme, but here's a simple one. Garnier Dolly and Garnier in Women's Weekly. Now, Dolly and our target audience is a much younger group of women than Women's Weekly is. And please don't say Women's Weekly is for old women. We're going to be very precise on target audience. So if you look at this exemplar, you will see that this is for a scrub, and it's looking at breakouts, blackheads and oily skin. If you look at the Garnier in Women's Weekly, you will see, look, it's tough on wrinkles and gentle on skin. And it's a different colour, it's a different design, and what you will be studying is why. Why are these 2 advertisements for similar products in two different magazines with different target audiences. Why are they so different? What do we want from this is precision. There's another one here for Passion Pop in Madison. It's an old advertisement, but it doesn't matter. And another one here for Jägermeister in Rolling Stone. Very different. How do I know about the target audience, Jill? You do not guess. You do not guess. You get onto the website of the magazine. And those are really easy to find. Don't think they call them Australian Consolidated Press anymore. I think they have a different name, but I haven't changed that. If you click on that, it's now called the Bauer Media Group. And you will see that these are some of the major magazines. So, for example, there's Australian Women's Weekly. There is a magazine that I've never come across called Brand Food. There's all different Women's Day. If you click on advertising, then you will click and find that they have a media builder. And then if you want Women's Weekly, go to search, it should bring up the Australian Women's Weekly. If you click on Add to Media Kit, it will give you up here the Media Kit. So if you look at the Media Kit, and I'm just going to download it, it will give you a profile. So what we want, and the Media Kits come down here on my screen. This is the Media Kit August 2015. These are the rates, these are the costs, these are the specifications, but this is the page that you want, the profile. This tells the person who is going to put the advertisement in the paper, in the magazine, what is the target audience. And here you can see this is the target audience. So the major part of the target audience for Women's Weekly is over 50. And 75%, over 75%, are between 35 and 50 plus. It tells you the social grade, and you'll have to check to see what this means. So who are these people that read it? Are they working? Look, over 50% of people who read Women's Weekly are not working. And what is the occupation of those who are reading it, who do work? So it's a really good way to find out who the specific target audience is. So one more thing that you'll need to know, you need to have a different look at form and language, and we will talk about that in the lesson, and I'll also talk about that in another video. So what do you need to do? You need to find 2 magazine advertisements from magazines with different target audiences. You need to read the what is advertising here. Read this file. It will be your aid when you write the report. Have a look at it, read it carefully. I'd print it or I'd download it because you will need to refer to it. So that's what we need you to do before we start.